Hello students, welcome to Dnyanganga Education Private Limited. Today we will discuss the question paper of the chemistry, one by one answers of this question paper. So first of all, first question, lead has multiple choice question. Lead has FCC structure with the edge length of 495 picometer. The radius of lead will be. So what is the formula of radius for the FCC crystal? It is A is equals to 2 root 2 r. We have to calculate radius. Just rearrange this formula for edge radius. R is equals to a upon 2 root 2. If you substitute the value, that is 495 upon 2 root 2, you will be getting answer 175. So option D. Second, the ebullioscopic constant is boiling point elevation when the concentration of solution is 1 molar. Third, which of the following has highest electron gain enthalpy? So chlorine has highest electron gain enthalpy with respect to the 17th group. On the basis of crystal field theory, predict the number of unpaired electron for the chromium. If you are observing chromium having atomic number 24, electronic configuration argon 3d5 4 as 1. This is the electronic configuration of chromium. But here chromium is observed in 3 plus oxidation state. Then the electronic configuration will be argon 3d3, 3 electrons will be lost due to the plus 3 oxidation state. So 1 electron lost from here and the 2 electron will be lost from here. Remaining will be 3. So unpaired electron will be how many? So 3 unpaired electrons are there. This orbital is empty. This orbital is empty with respect to the chlorine atom. So when you are discussing about the empty orbital, there is no any electron. Only 3 electrons are there. So answer is C. Next one. Which of the following reaction has exothermic? Option C, formation of molecule from the elemental spaces is exothermic reaction. 6 number MCQ. The development that meets to need present without compromising the ability of future generation is known as sustainable development. In a sustainable development, we are not compromising the ability, but we are creating the future generations need. Next one, what is a buffer solution? Buffer solution is solution formed by weak acid, that is acetic acid, along with the salt of weak acid with strong base. So this salt of NaCl, which is formed by combination of weak acid and base. Option D, identify the chiral atom or chiral molecule. Chiral means the atom or group of atom which contains 4 different atom or group of atom. If you are observing, in case of third option, so the second number carbon, that is 2, 3 bromo, second number and third number carbon is a chiral carbon which has 4 different atom or group of atom. So option C is the correct answer. Next one, the two solutions here, the numerical is there. If the two solutions having their concentration having concentration 0.4 and the ratio of their conductivity is 0.216, the ratio of molar conductivity will be, okay, what is the given value in this numerical? Their conductivity ratio is there. Conductivity ratio means the value of K2 upon K1 is given. That is K1 upon K2. K1 upon K2 value is given. Ratio, that is 0.216. And the second one, concentration ratio is also given, which is 0.4. We know that generally formula of molar conductivity. What is the formula? K upon C multiplied by 100. That formula we have to generate for the two solutions, that is Km1 and Km2. Then it will be K1 upon C1 multiplied by 100, K2 upon C2 multiplied by 100. If you substitute the values in this numerical, 100 get cancelled, 0.216 upon 0.4, it will be 0.54, which is option number A. Then which of the following amine does produce nitrogen when treated with HNO2? So this is Sandmeyer reaction. When primary amines reacted with nitrous acid, primary amine is RNH2 group. When reacted with nitrous acid, it gives RN2 in the first step, which on hydrolysis you will get nitrogen gas elimination. Next one, which of the following, which of the order, write the order of aliphatic amines in case of gaseous phase. So tertiary amine has highest inductive effect as compared to the secondary amine as compared to the primary amine. So this is the basic order. Next one, write the chemical reaction of SBr. SBr is butene, styrene, rubber. When 1,3-butadiene reacted with your styrene molecule in 3:1 proportion, you will be get polymer, which is styrene, butadiene, rubber. Here there is a addition of sulfur also there in, as an catalyst. Next one is, what is haloform test? The reaction is given bottom. When methyl keto group reacted with sodium hypoiodide in presence of sodium hydroxide and iodine, which will be generate a precipitate of iodoform called as iodoform test. Next one, the reaction of chloroform and chlorine gives CCl4 and HCl. Is first order in chloroform and half order in chlorine. What is overall order? So what is the overall order? Sum of individual order is overall order. That is 1/2 plus 1. You will get 3/2. 3/2 means 0.5, 1.5. Overall order is sum of individual orders. Simple. Next question. Write the unit of molar elevation constant. Unit of Kb, that is molar elevation constant, is Kelvin kilogram per mole. One more question. Sixth number question. Draw the structure of pyrosulfuric acid. Pyrosulfuric acid having formula H2S2O7, which has oxide linkage. Next one. What is the magnetic moment of transition metal having 3 unpaired electron? So magnetic moment is counted in terms of Bohr magneton having formula mu is equals to under root of n of n plus 2 Bohr magneton. If n is equals to 3, when unpaired electron is 3, you will be getting answer 3.87. That is the magnetic moment of the substance. Here we have to write down the IUPAC name of compound, that is bidentate ligand, written as a bis when it comes as a true times. So name of the compound is bis ethylene dicyanato platinum 4th. 4 is the oxidation state of platinum. Next one, the numerical 2-mark question. Consider A plus B gives product this reaction. The concentration of A is double with respect to the B is constant, and the rate will be the doubles. If the concentration of A is triple, B is a double, the rate is increased by 6 factor. What is the order of reaction with respect to the each reactant? Okay, and we have to write down overall reaction. We can generate two equations from this given data. That is, rate of reaction generally counted as rate is equals to K into concentration of A raised to their molar concentration, that is X, and B raised to Y. If A is double, then the rate of also double. So 2 into rate, A का concentration 2 into होगा, ओके, और उसका 3 टाइम्स होगा, रेट कितना 6 टाइम्स होगा, तो कितना होगा 6 फैक्टर से बड़ा, तो ये कॉन्सेंट्रेशन ऑफ ए ट्रिपल होगा और बी का डबल होगा. इसका हमको क्या करना है, इन इक्वेशन कन्वर्ट करना है और इस इक्वेशन को कंपेयर करना है. इक्वेशन नंबर 1, इक्वेशन नंबर 2 और इक्वेशन नंबर 3. वी आर फॉर्मिंग दिस इक्वेशन विद द गिवन डेटा and compare equation 2 and 1 and 3 and 1. You will be getting x is equals 3 raised to x and 2 raised to y, where x is equals to 1 and y is equals to 1. Then what is the order of A? Order of A कितना है 1 है, order of B भी कितना है 1 है, तो overall order कितना होगा 1 plus 1. You will be get overall order 2. Next one, write the equation with respect to the relationship between molar mass of a solute and osmotic pressure. So molar mass of solute with respect to the osmotic pressure, the equation is pi is equals to WRT upon M2V, or you can write rearrange this equation for M2. M2 goes to this side, pi will be shifted to the downside. Next, write a note of catalytic property of transition element. Transition elements, that is D block elements, can act as a catalyst like iron, cobalt, nickel, palladium, platinum, chromium. These are the 3D series elements can be acted as a catalyst. Here the one example is given, that is decomposition of KClO3 with MnO2 as a catalyst. When twice of KClO3 reacted with MnO2 in presence of heat, you will be getting twice KCl along with thrice of oxygen, where MnO2 containing manganese is a transition element which acts as a catalyst. Next question. Write the chemical equation for oxidizing property of ozone. So ozone acts as an oxidizing agent. Here in the first reaction, lead sulfide, which will be converted into the lead sulfate, and potassium iodide is converted into the potassium hydroxide, where O3, that is ozone, acts as oxidizing agent. Or one more example is given at the bottom, nitrogen oxide, that is nitrogen oxide, nitric oxide, which will be converted into the nitrogen dioxide. Here also oxygen atom will be added. Here ozone acts as a oxidizing agent. Next, what is the action of liquid bromine on anisole and hydroxylamine on acetaldehyde? So anisole is orthopara directing compound. Here the resonance charge, when we're discussing about resonating effect, the negative charge delocalizes at ortho and para positions of this molecule. So bromine attached to its ortho and para positions of anisole. This is the bromination of anisole. The next one, hydroxylamine. So this is substitution reaction of carbonyl compound. Hydroxylamine is NH2OH group. When it reacted with carbonyl compound, you will be getting an oxime. Any aldehyde gives oxime, ketone gives ketoxime. Here aldehyde use aldoxime, that is acetaldehyde use aldoxime, or ketone gives ketoxime, like this one. Question number 8. Write a note on spontaneity and delta H or delta S. From the Gibbs free energy equation, delta G is equals to delta H minus T delta S, which will be occurs at constant temperature and pressure. If the temperature term determines the relative contribution of delta H and delta S, here we can discuss on the signs of delta J and delta S with respect to the given solutions. For the delta H is negative, the delta S is positive. Question number 9. What is the factor which governs the stability of coordination complex? So coordination complex can be determined, stability can be determined with respect to the size of cation, that is size ratio. If metal ion higher with the size ratio, greater is the stability, because it contains a maximum unpaired system, maximum vacant system for stability, where the electrons can donate their electron to the centralized metal. And second one is the nature of ligand. If we're discussing about the nature, the negative ligand can donate maximum electron as compared to the positive and neutral ligand. Question number 10. Describe the structure of alpha helix structure of protein. So this is the secondary type of protein where a polypeptide chain is twisted in a clockwise manner, has 3.6 amino acids, which is bonded with the hydrogen bond. Next one, numerical is there. How many coulomb electricity is required to produce 1 gram of sodium metal by the reduction of sodium? If we're discussing about the reaction, sodium absorbs 1 electron to form a neutral sodium. Here, this shows that 1 mole of sodium require 1 mole of electron. So सबसे पहले क्या करना है, नंबर ऑफ मोल्स फॉर्म करना है. नंबर ऑफ मोल्स का फार्मूला क्या है, मास ऑफ सब्सटेंस डिवाइड बाय मोलर मास. तो मास ऑफ सब्सटेंस कितना है, 1 ग्राम है. मोलर मास कितना है सोडियम का, 23 है, which will be getting 0.0435. multiplied by Faraday electricity, that is 96500. You will be getting 4197.75. Simple numerical है. Next one, methyl bromide to N-butane, and what is a Walden inversion? So it is simple. First reaction is simple one, that is Wood's reaction. When two alkyl halide couples in presence of sodium metal, you will get higher alkenes. Ethyl bromide combined with sodium metal, you will get alkenes, that is butane. SN2 reaction, process with inversion configuration. That SN2 reaction में क्या होता है? Inversion configuration होता है 100%. So that is called as Walden inversion. Okay. Next one, excess nitration of phenol and preparation of salicylic acid from phenol. So when you're discussing about phenol, excess of nitration, phenol is orthopara directing compound. On excess of nitrogen, the nitration, nitro group is attached at ortho, para, and ortho position. You will be getting 2,4,6 tribromo trinitrophenol, which is called as 2,4,6 trinitrophenol, called as picric acid. Picric acid is common name. Second, phenol to salicylic acid. When phenol reacted with NaOH, you will get sodium phenoxide, which on carboxylation you will get sodium salicylate. On hydrolysis gives salicylic acid. Next to this, okay, ये वाला क्वेश्चन 15 चल रहा था अपना. ओके, 14 15 डिस्कनेक्ट हुआ था. Next one, Henderson-Hasselbalch equation. In an Henderson-Hasselbalch equation, the equation is for POH, that is P means potence, OH means strength of hydroxyl ion, which is Kb plus log of concentration of salt with concentration of base. And second attached question is there, calculate pH and pOH of 0.1 molar HCl solution. If you are calculating, H plus concentration is given, that is 0.01. If you substitute this value in the formula of pH is negative logarithm of base 10 into H plus ions, that is H3 plus ions. You will be get 2, that is pH is 2. We know the formula pH plus pOH is equals to 14, by which we can calculate pOH of the solution, which is 12. Next one, what is nanoscience? And write a note on ZWT with example. Nanoscience क्या है? Nanoscience study है for manipulation and material at atomic, molecular and macromolecular scale, with the different where the scales properties significantly from those to the larger scale. उसका एग्जाम्पल क्या है ZWT का? जीरो वेस्ट ट्रीटमेंट है, प्रिवेंटेशन ऑफ वेस्ट फ्रॉम द बायो प्रोडक्ट्स टू द गिवन प्रायोरिटी, प्रिवेंट द वेस्ट रादर द क्लीनिंग. आपको क्या करना है? क्लीनिंग बाद में करना है, बट उससे पहले आपका जो वेस्ट प्रिपेयर होता है उसको कम कीजिए, दैट इज जीरो वेस्ट ट्रीटमेंट. नेक्स्ट वन, व्हाट इज न्यूक्लियोटाइड? डेफिनेशन है न्यूक्लियोटाइड की. न्यूक्लियोटाइड इज व्हाट? Nucleotide, nucleic acids are unbalanced polymer on repeating units of monomer is called as nucleotides. Nucleic acid का repeating unit क्या होता है? Nucleotide होता है. Second, alkyl halide which will be converted to the nitroalkanes. Simple reaction है, when alkyl halide RX reacted with AgNO2, you will be getting RNO2 nitroalkane as an product. Simply R is an methyl group. You can write for preparation of methyl chloride, nitromethane or nitroethane, like this one. Question number 19. Why phenol is more acidic than the ethanol? As we got to know, both are acidic in the nature, but phenol is balanced by resonating structure after donation of H plus. Such stabilization is not occurs in case of ethanol. So phenol is more acidic because its conjugate base is more stabilized. Second one, how will you prepare anisole to phenol? Simple, when anisole reacted with HI, that is hydroiodic acid, you will be getting as phenol along with the byproduct methyl added. Next one, write the color of titanium, sorry, hexa echo titanium 3 plus. How many electrons are unpaired in 3D oxidation state of NiCl4? The central metal of titanium has 3D electronic configuration. So if you are observing with the ground state of titanium, then electron configuration is 3D1. Ground state of titanium has only one electron. In excited state, this electron moves from ground state to the excited state. The absorption wavelength of light correspond to the delta zero parameter, which promotes the T2G electron to the EG electron. So complementary color will be showing here for with respect to the DD transition. Second question is, how many electrons are unpaired in 3D oxidation state of Ni? कितने इलेक्ट्रॉन अनपेड है? 0 इलेक्ट्रॉन अनपेड है. This is the configuration of NiCl4 which has dsp2 configuration. तो एक भी इलेक्ट्रॉन अनपेड नहीं है, तो इसका आंसर है 0 अनपेड इलेक्ट्रॉन. क्वेश्चन नंबर 21, write the properties of lanthanide and uses of KMnO4. Lanthanide is inner transition elements. They are soft in the nature, silvery white compounds having density nearly about 7 gram per centimeter cube. They are good conductor of heat and electricity. Except promethium, all are radioactive in the nature, non-radioactive in the nature. Their binding energy, binding with the water to form different types of compound. And uses of KMnO4. KMnO4 used as a, first of all, रुको. KMnO4 is used as an oxidizing agent. Uses बाकी है इधर. Oxidizing agent है KMnO4 और KMnO4 used for preparation of many compounds. That is simple है, alcohol which will be oxidized to acid. Another few compounds can be prepared from KMnO4 like K2MnO4, or KMnO4 is also antiseptic in the nature. Next one, write the difference between cast iron and wrought iron. Cast iron is hard while wrought iron is very soft. It contains 4% of carbon while wrought iron contains 0.2% of carbon. Then attached question is there, what is pyrometallurgy? Pyrometallurgy is what? It is a process in which metal is heated to the higher temperature. Metal ore is heated to the higher temperature to reduce the impurities like carbon, hydrogen, and aluminum. This process is called as pyrometallurgy, where the metal is heated to the higher temperature for purification. This is the metallurgical treatment. Next question, convert the following, that is acetic acid to thionyl chloride, acetic acid on thionyl chloride, acetic acid on acetamide, and propanol to propane. सिंपल है, when acetic acid reacted with SOCl2 तो क्या बनेगा? Chlorine will be substituted here. SOCl2 chlorine will be substituted. CH3C double bond OCl. Acetyl chloride will be formed. In the second reaction, acetic acid reacted with ammonia. Again, the nucleophilic substitution occurs to form amide as a compound. While third one is reaction of Clemenson's reduction or Up-Kirchner reduction. The first one is Clemenson's, where carbon is converted into the CH2, and the same reaction can be occurs with the help of Ulf-Kirchner reduction, where in both the reaction carbonyl is converted into the CH2 group. Next one, write a note on collision theory of bimolecular reaction. If we're discussing about collision theory, there are different ways to discuss this theory. The first of all, in the first reaction given listed below, both colliding molecules A and C having same atomic size, this is called as imperfect collision, which does not leads into the product. While in the second reaction, the molecule has perfect collision. What it means perfect collision? If reactant and if the reactant this having same size does not give collision, this is larger size, this is smaller size, gives product. For the product observation, the collision should be perfect, where the energy should be minimum. When A and B comes closer, which will form ABC type of bond, which is intermediate of the compound, which will breaks into the product. Next to this, numerical. Question number 25. Delta H of the reaction. Delta H of the reaction. Wait a 1 minute. Delta H of the reaction, twice of C plus del 3 thrice of hydrogen gives ethane, is minus 84.4 kilojoule at 25 degrees Celsius. Calculate delta U of the reaction. So as we got to know about change in enthalpy is internal energy with respect to the change of number of moles of gas with R and S, R and T. तो gaseous में क्या होता है? If you observing the reaction which is listed above, wait a 1 minute. If you observing here, the reaction contains moles, the product contains 1 ethane and reactant contains 3 hydrogen. We have to write down 1 minus 3. Here 2 does not consider as a coefficient of carbon because it is not a gaseous. Change in gaseous number of moles will be minus 2, which I have to substitute in this above equation to calculate internal energy of system, which is minus 79.44. Next one, write the monomers used for preparation of gyptal, structure of gyptal, and third one is uses of gyptal. So gyptal is a prepared with the help of ethylene glycol as an with respect to the phthalic acid. So it is polyamide polymer. Structure is given. Applications, it is used in paints and lacquers. Numerical. Density of iridium is 22.4. The unit cell of iridium is FCC. Calculate the radius first of all. Molar mass of iridium is given. The equation of molar mass आपको वो भी लिखना है along with this one. Radius calculate करने हैं. सबसे पहले radius का formula क्या है? What is the formula of radius? Which is given here at the bottom side. 0.3535 into एज लेंथ. तो एज लेंथ है क्या हमारे पास? नहीं है. तो सबसे पहले आपको क्या कैलकुलेट करना है? एज लेंथ कैलकुलेट करना है विद हेल्प ऑफ डेंसिटी. डेंसिटी का फॉर्मूला है डेंसिटी इज इक्वल्स टू एम एन, और इसको जेड एम भी लिख सकते हो, जेड एम अपॉन ए क्यूब एन ए. जेड और एन सेम है, दैट इज नंबर ऑफ एटम पर यूनिट सेल विच इज 4 in FCC. Molar mass is given. A we have to calculate. Number of Avogadro's number is already known. 6.022 into 10 raised to 23. Density is already there. Substitute this value in this numerical to calculate cube root of this molecule. Finally you will get 384.9 picometer. That we have to substitute in this formula to get 136 picometer as the answer. Okay. Along with this one, we have attached question. We have to write down the equation of molar mass of a solute with respect to the freezing point depression, which is M2 is equals to 1000 of Kf into W2 upon delta T of W1. This is the equation of molar mass of solute with the freezing point depression. Next one, state whether the entropy change is positive or negative for following reactions. Melting of ice, तो इसमें क्या होता है? Disorderliness of system increases होता है, तो entropy of system will be positive. Second reaction, vaporization of liquid, The liquid again, which will be converted into the gaseous, delta S is again positive. Both the reaction contains delta S is positive because there is a randomness of system increases. Attached question, write a note on ionization of water. So water, it can be ionizes. So first as water acts as a acid, second water acts as a base, which gives H3O plus and OH minus ions with the K as an equilibrium concentration. Concentration of product upon concentration of reactant is written here. This is concentration of product, this is concentration of reactant. So K into concentration of product upon reactant. Product upon reactant क्या होगा? Which is written here. So this concentration of water molecule is already constant. We consider as a K dash for this one. So K dash into K is new constant. That is dissociation constant of water. That is H3O plus and OH minus. Next one. Draw the neat label diagram of lead accumulator set. That is lead acid storage cell, and write down the reaction involved with the hydrogen oxygen fuel cell. So this is lead acid storage cell. Here anode is having negative charge while cathode is having positive charge, arranged in a alternative fashion where the lead plates acts as anode and lead oxide, lead coated with the lead oxide acts as a cathode. And both the electrodes are dipped in a concentrated solution of sulfuric acid. Okay. Reaction involved in the hydrogen oxygen fuel cell. At anode, hydrogen will be absorbed, hydrogen reacted with hydroxyl ion to form water molecule, and liberation of electrons. That is, oxidation takes place at anode, reduction takes place at a cathode. Oxygen will be reduces to hydroxyl ion. ओवरऑल नेट रिएक्शन, दोनों रिएक्शन की सम करना है आपको. सेम एटम जो होता है उसको कैंसिल करना है. यहाँ पे क्या है, 4 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स आर इक्वल, 4 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स विल बी कैंसल. अगेन हियर 4H2O, यहाँ पे 2H2O है तो ये भी कैंसिल होगा, तो यहाँ लिखेंगे 2H2O. द ओवरऑल रिएक्शन विल बी ट्वाइस H2 प्लस O2 4OH माइनस, ये भी कैंसिल होगा. फॉर रिमेनिंग क्या होगा, ट्वाइस H2 प्लस O2. बाय प्रोडक्ट, प्रोडक्ट में कितना है 2H2. सिंपल है, दोनों रिएक्शन के एडिशन करो. मैं यहाँ पे लिखता हूँ थोड़ा सा साइड में, H2 प्लस 4OH माइनस 4H2O प्लस 4 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स, O2 प्लस 2H2O प्लस 4 इलेक्ट्रॉन. Hydrogen oxygen fuel cell reaction. So at oxidation reaction, when 2 moles of hydrogen reacted with 4 moles of hydroxyl, oxidation will be takes place. So along with the formation of 2H2O and 4 electrons. Here 4 electron get cancelled. For overall reaction, 4OH minus also cancel for overall reaction. 2H2O and here 4H2O. You have to write down 2H2O here. 2H2 here. So what will be the overall reaction? Overall reaction for this one, I will change the color. Here 2H2 O2 at the reactant side and 2H2O at the product side. ओवरऑल रिएक्शन कैसे लिखने हैं, ऑक्सीडेशन का सम करना है रिडक्शन के साथ में. when oxidation reaction with reduction takes place simultaneously, called as redox reaction. By this way you can write overall reaction. Next one, write note on number of particles and unit cell x ग्राम ऑफ मेटालिक क्रिस्टल. ये डेरिवेशन आपके टेक्स्ट बुक में है in solid state compound. So density of substance is mass upon molar mass. If you substitute the value of this one, will be get finally x gram of metal contains x into Avogadro's number upon molar mass of substance. ये आपको नंबर ऑफ x ग्राम में सब्सटेंस मिलेंगे x अपॉन rho into A cube. Next to this, write the reaction, write the formula of Epsom salt. Epsom क्या है? Magnesium sulfate along with 7 water of crystallization called as Epsom. First one, leakage reagent on ethanol. Ethanol reacted with HCl plus ZnCl2. You will get ethyl chloride as a compound. This is called as leakage reagent. HCl in ZnCl2. Second, bromobenzene to toluene. When bromobenzene coupled with the methyl bromide in presence of sodium metal, you will get toluene as a compound. Third, ethyl bromide to ethylamine. When ethyl bromide reacted with ammonia, aminolysis will be takes place to give ethylamine. This was the question. Thank you.